Hello everyone, it is Return of the Jedi. Happy holidays to you, and today I am coming at you with my top 10 TVC figures of all time as of 2025 year's end. As everybody knows, I do one of these videos every year, and it's not just including like the figures that came out this calendar year, but it's literally all of the figures, and with that, it's my all-time favorite top 10 list. My criteria, what I go by, I predominantly collect these carded, so the card back, the color schemes, the presentation, all that factors in. Obviously, the characters that I like get highly ranked, things like that. So most of my collection, I view it, I look at it. So I go by look and kind of the characters I lean towards and like. Obviously, I do have some play sets and I do loose stuff too, but I like to factor in card backs for my top 10 TVC figures. Happy holidays to you. Hope everyone's looking forward to a great new year. And without further ado, let's get into the top 10 list. We're going to start with a little bit of honorable mentions. So many to choose from, so I'm just going to kind of breeze through this a little bit. But honorable mentions, Night Sister Marin, a newer figure. Love the character, love the game. I think it just looks awesome. The card back, the green and the purple looks so good. Figure's actually really good too. So she's an honorable mention, as is the new Tatooine Luke, the farm boy Luke, if you will. I think that's such an awesome figure. Absolutely love it. And then as well as the new Kenobi, the new A New Hope Kenobi looks awesome. So those are all honorable mentions on here. I'll say a lot of the clones look great. I didn't include any clones, but they're all incredible figures. The Ewoks are all still really good, but I didn't put any of them on my top 10. Shea Vizsla, honestly, was on my top 10 every year. She didn't make the cut this year, which is kind of surprising, but this was so hard to do, so I just kind of went by feel, as is the Razor Crest Grogu. That was my first HasLab, so I just always loved that figure. That card back is awesome. It's also the first figure that we actually got the name Grogu on, so I really enjoy that one. So yeah, just a few honorable mentions. Let's get into the top 10 and keep this moving along. So at number 10, we got Darth Revan. We waited a while to get a new Revan, and it did not disappoint. I'm not absolutely huge on the card back. I think it's okay, but the figure itself is phenomenal. And love KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic, one of my favorite Star Wars games of all time. Still holds up today. Such a good game. Revan is such an awesome character. And yeah, I think really just the card back is the only thing that helped this rank a little lower on my list, but again, still a top 10 figure nonetheless. So my number 10 is Darth Revan. Coming in at number 9, on the top we got Bria, Tonica. Obviously both the Tonica sisters. Great to get the figures. I chose Bria just because I love the blue and the yellow color scheme. I think that looks awesome. I think Hasbro did a great choice choosing the yellow for highlighting her and her figure, but just such a dream getting those figures. Cantina HasLab obviously is awesome. So Bria Tonica is my number 9. Going in at number 8, we have a HasLab figure from the Ghost. We actually got Zeb with the mural card back from the HasLab. What more can you say? Zeb is awesome. Zeb's probably my favorite character from Rebels overall, and just that figure is so good. I have a loose one that was like the regular deluxe one, and then this was the one from the Razor Crest, or I'm sorry, the Ghost. So hitting that last tier, unlocking Zeb was just so cool, and man, what an awesome figure. That's one of the best figures they've ever done in TVC, so just love that so much. And then we're getting down to number 8, where... Oh, that was number 8, actually. You know, live TV, folks, anything can happen. So we're down to number 7. So number 7, I actually have my Princess Leia in her slave outfit. I actually just got this figure last year, and I did go with the Revenge of the Jedi card back. Iconic look. Obviously, I'm going to love this figure. I think it looks great. The figure, pretty good, pretty solid for being an older figure. I think it still holds up well. Card back is so awesome. Love it, love it, love it. I can't not put that on my top 10. So, spoiler alert, there actually might be a couple Leias on this list. So that was my number 7. And my number 6, another new figure for this year, it's from Heir to the Empire. It's Jorus Sabaoth from Heir to the Empire. that whole 3-pack, all 3 of those figures were awesome. All 3 of them could have made the list, but I just chose this one. I just think the card back is awesome. It's got the iconic look from basically the cover of the novel with his hands in the air and the lightning. That looks so good. Figure itself, so detailed, looks awesome. Displays really well. So Jorus is my number 6. So cracking in the top 5 now. We're scanning back over here. We have Padme Amidala in her peasant disguise. So again, the figure decent, not the best face sculpt, but I'm hoping we are going to get some new Padmes now that we officially have a new one coming. So just so many different looks, so many costumes. Let's keep them rolling, Hasbro, now that we got that new sculpt. And the card back really seals the deal for me. Love that look. I love the fact that you're disguised as a peasant, you're trying to be incognito, yet you still wear the most elaborate looking costume ever. So seemed to work. Nobody recognized them, but yeah, it was awesome. I love that figure so much. So that is my number 5. So number 4, right next door, we got Darth Malgus. I think it is a little bit of an older figure, but again, still looks great, and that card back is great. Another one that seals the deal. Card is so cool. It just looks so evil. I absolutely love that. So Darth Malgus is my number 4. So cracking into the top 3, I'm going up here, and we got Tessic, aka Squid Head. This is my number 3. Again, card back and figure both absolutely nailed here. Love it, love it, love it so much. Such a great figure. So that Tessic is my number 3. So then my number 2. This was actually my number 1 last year on my TVC figures, but this is the New Hope Princess Leia. We waited so long to get the whole main crew of A New Hope redone, and that Leia is just so great. Iconic card back, obviously one of the iconic characters of the saga. It just looks so good. I love the fact that they did the plastic hood instead of a soft goods hood. I think that was a great choice on the design. So the Princess Leia Organa is my number 2. And my number 1 favorite TVC figure of all time as of right now is still the Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight. There's nothing as more iconic Star Wars than Luke Skywalker. And that figure, that card back, just, again, I said it time and time again, when you think of the definition of the vintage collection, this is the epitome of what that is. Classic card back, classic character. Older figure now, but it just holds up so well. Such a good figure. And that is my top 10 list for this year. Again, this gets harder and harder to do. There's a lot of different ones on my list this year that were on it last year. But as this line keeps growing, I mean, we're approaching 400 figures total in this line. So it's so hard to pick. Always going to be some recency biases and things I have displayed in the front because I do shift them around. But all in all, love to hear everybody's thoughts in the comments on my list, and hope everyone has an amazing new year. Happy holidays to you, and thanks for watching. May the Force be with you.